The message I have today is from a passed over older lady, and it's regarding 3 of her grandchildren. There are 2 of these grandchildren who don't get along. I'm picking up that it is a masculine and feminine energies that don't get along, so a grandson and a granddaughter, but take this as it resonates, because just because I'm picking up a masculine energy, it could still be a feminine, and again we could have a feminine and her masculine energy. So if it resonates with you, you will know. But I'm picking it up as a brother and sister who just don't get along. And this grandmother figure is coming through. And I'm picking it up that this message is for the feminine, the sister, that may see this message. This relationship has never been an easy one. I mean, the other sibling, which I pick up as masculine as well, they have always got on okay. There has never been any issues, but growing up, this particular brother and sister have always been arguing, fighting, tit for tat, snappy remarks. It's always been a difficult relationship, and I feel that this female sister sort of kicks herself a bit after she's had an encounter with this brother, because she allows him to wind her up. And sometimes it's just even the sight of him winds her up, and sort of his facial expressions and things like that. I want to say these energies are in their early 20s. But the message from this grandmother is to her granddaughter, look, there is a lot of issues going on behind the scenes with your brother. There is a lot of demons being fought. There may be a slight personality disorder. There's certainly narcissistic traits in him, but there's a lot of demons being fought that you don't see. And because your grandmother now has passed over, she gets to see the bigger picture of what is actually going on. So what she's saying to you is, take a different approach to how you interact with him. You know, don't allow him to goat you. Don't allow him to any snidey remarks that he may make to you. Just let it wash over you like water off a duck's back. Don't take any notice. If you take this change with him, he will start to sort of realise that his tactics aren't working on you. It might start to make him reflect a little bit. I pick up that this masculine, you know, every relationship in his life is not an easy one. He has had girlfriends and things like that, and just the relationships have just completely, I mean, they haven't ended amicably at all. It has always been World War III. Because he doesn't know how to end it properly, so he just kind of tends to let them string along while he's off with somebody new, and then they find out, and sort of everybody then ends up getting dragged into his dramas. But this grandmother's just saying, look, take a different approach with him. Don't allow him to goat you. If you know you're in his company and it starts, just walk away. But have the understanding that there is bigger issues going on than you realise. I do think somewhere along the line there is going to be some type of diagnosis, and I do see him getting help with it, but I feel he's going to have to hit rock bottom. And you know, in some cases you may be sitting now at the moment going, good, I want him to, I don't care what happens to him or whatever. But if you have the understanding that there are things going on and it's not really him, you know, there is an illness playing here that is making him almost like a bipolar type of energy where, you know, he can flip very easily. So this grandmother just wants you to be aware of that. Change your tactics. Don't allow him to goat you or anything like that. And things will probably progressively get worse for this fella, but in the end he will get the help he needs.